Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video because I feel like there's a lot of feelings of, confusion and wondering about like how the series is going to progress, if it's taking too long, am I like not as committed to it, is it, just the common questions that I would expect readers to have with an ongoing series. I know I made some promises that, I try to have everything done by May and blah, 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 and I know it's July, so I understand the concern and the feelings of sort of wanting a conclusion. But I just wanted to touch base. I know it's a lot easier to just make a quick video than to write out thoughts that you guys might just glaze over anyways. So I just want to make a quick video to just sort of address where I'm at with the story and my plans with everything. So I don't know if you've noticed, but with the class reject, A Modern Maelstrom, I've taken off that as a part 1, and I think I'm just going to put part 1 and 2 in the story itself, as you can see with this like new set of chapters. I think for California Screaming, it says Act 2 California Screaming, so I think it's fair to say that right now we're in what I would consider the second and last part of this third novel, third and hopefully final novel of the series. And I think why I was having issues with deciding if it should be, part 1 or part 2 or this and that is because I didn't really know if the second part would end up being shorter, which I feel like the second part is going to be, a bit shorter than the first part. And I'm sort of writing it as I go along. With the first 2 novels, I sort of had it done for maybe like a month or 2 in advance, and then I just, because I wasn't in school at the time, I would then, as I put it up, I would, edit and make things more coherent and whatnot. But like as of the last, like this new part, you're really getting like chapters that I'm literally writing. So I sort of took a break because right now, like the last, I think with California Screaming and maybe Late Nights in La La Land, it was really like I wrote that chapter and was like, okay, let me update. And now I don't want to, keep doing that in a way, because I don't want it to be, I don't want to like feel like, oh wait, this plot point, I should have done this instead. And now I can't do that because I published this, and and I know it's wattpad and I can pretty much change it and just like tell you or whatever, but I don't want to like reveal something and then be like, oh wait, I should have waited, or oh wait, this person should have been the person who did it, and then it's like, well, that's weird, as opposed to like grammatical edits or just general flow edits or something like that. So long story short, I'm still writing it. I start school the end of this month because my school's awesome. So I'm really trying to hash it out. I've also been, writing the other story, Love, Sex, and the Celebrity X on Radish, and that's like a series as well. So it's all written out, but it's like from a million years ago. So, I have to edit it or whatever. And I know it's like, just focus on the class reject, but it's, hard from a, writing standpoint to, constantly write something. Because sometimes you just find yourself staring at the computer and you're like, I have no idea, and then like you think about it and you think, oh, let me just step away and think about it for a couple of days, and then I'll totally have something in mind. But then it's like, actually, no, you're probably better off just like trying to get it all out there. But at the same time, you don't want to be forced, and there's all these other things and blah blah blah. So all I can say for now is that I am trying really hard to have the series, conclude the series. I can't say for sure when it's going to be done. I do know how it's going to end. It's just a matter of getting it all done. I would like to say before the end of like the year, even though I want it to be the end of the summer, the series will be done. But I don't know, because the second year of medical school, only gets even more, intense. So I'm really, within this month, I really try to, hash it all out while still enjoying the summer and see where we go. But I can also assure you that like the pacing's gonna just pick up a bit more. I think there's a lot of setup that maybe had I had time to like write it and then like not publish it immediately, I would have condensed it a little bit, maybe gotten rid of some of the loose ends. As I'm writing it, I feel like we're going to try to stick more in Miriam's perspective. You're going to see a little bit less of like sort of Penelope and some of the things that kind of feel like they've been resolved, and not like like Levi snooping and things like that. Like there'll probably be a little bit less of that. Not to say that they're not going to be prominent there, but they're sort of at this point, you have the trip to California, some things are going to happen there, and then they're going to go back to the school and sort of just finish up, like because they only have like maybe a few months left. So how the end of the school year is with like certain events, like certain like I don't know, like, you know, like your prom and things like that, and with like some of the main characters graduating, you know, you're gonna have some of that, some more reveals, and definitely, you know, keep emailing me or just let me know, like, because I feel like I keep asking for, you know, if you guys want feedback or whatever, even with your own work or things like that, but no one like replies. And I understand that, you know, I am really busy and I don't have time to, you know, be the wattpad star and like read all your stories and give you all this feedback. But if you address me and you're like specifically, hey, can you specifically read maybe this one chapter and give me feedback, I have no problem doing that. But if it's like, you know, read my story or blah 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 blah, you know, that's a little bit, you know, it's hard because I don't have that much time. But yeah, email me about your thoughts, what you think should happen, and you know, try to understand that, you know, we really are, as writers, you know, we're really just doing it because we enjoy it and we also enjoy your reaction. So, you know, if you comment, you know, try to, you know, be constructive and things like that, because it is hard, because it's like, you know, you sort of pour your heart and soul in it because you love it. You know, I'm not expecting anything in return, but, you know, it's just kind of interesting how people can get super, you know, unsatisfied and get a little bit testy about stuff. And it's like, you know, just, I'm offering you this free story with my free time because I think it'll make you happy, and then you can like go out and spend, you know, $12 in the next Beyonce CD, and she's already a billionaire on top of being a billionaire and married to a billionaire. You know what I mean? So be, you know, just cognizant of that. I know like most of my readers are, you know, younger teenagers and whatnot, but you know, just have that in mind. And I know it's like, maybe it's like just you know, maybe I'm out of line in a way, but you know, just keep that in mind, that we are people and we are busy and we have other priorities that don't trump, you know, the joy that we get writing sometimes. And yeah, so like I said, again, feel free to email me, PM me, respond in the comments, and I'll try my best to get back to you guys. But just it's coming along. I think you'll probably be more I think it'll probably be more consistent now that I have more chapters under my belt and I'm not like literally publishing one chapter like the day after I write it. But I'm gonna try for this month to just really get a lot more chapters out. Or if I do find myself, you know, not being able to publish after a while, I'll try not to like leave it on like a really stupid like cliffhanger. It'll just be like, okay, this is sort of like an arc, like for example, like the California arc right now. Like I'll try to leave the story there, and then, you know, so that way it's not like as frustrating. Okay, well, I probably talked your ear off enough already, and yeah, thanks for reading, and know that I appreciate you, and I enjoy the chapters below. Thanks.